It is not our job to regulate everyone else. It is only our job to regulate ourselves. So please, instead of asking, how do I fix them? Let's ask, how can I regulate myself? Because true safety comes from within, babes. It is learning how to step away when you feel completely and utterly chaotic and dysregulated and just a pile of a mess altogether. So what we have to do is we have to discharge the energy before it overwhelms you. We have to separate those emotions from the ones that you actually absorb. Because your power isn't in the fixing. It is being so deeply rooted in yourself that the right people will seek you out. So, let's usher a new focus and reframe that being selfish isn't reckless. It is revolutionary. 110 or 11, as I always say, 111%. So, we did talk a little bit about self-regulation, I think in previous weekly recaps, and how it's the foundation of like our inner power, like how we're able through self-regulation, we have the ability to manage our emotions, our thoughts, our behaviors, and in a way that keeps you balanced and in control, even in challenging situations, which, believe me, I've been there every single day as my day all of a sudden turned into being awake for about, 18, 19 hours and doing a lot of responsibility between those 18, 19 hours and dealing with a lot of people. So it is not about suppressing the feelings, but it's about understanding and processing and responding with awareness, rather than reacting impulsively like we did when we were kids and teenagers and we didn't understand how to, or sometimes when we were in our 20s and 30s and 40s and who knows, especially me being in areas, because of course. So anyways, yeah, of course, some of the key aspects of self-regulation is emotional awareness, energy management, which we did talk about because holy moly, energy management is just amazing. It's literally knowing when to step away. We have boundary settings, which we also talk about a lot, and we have a mindful response. We have to take a pause. I think that's something that's super duper important for everybody. The mindful response as well, taking a pause before reacting to ensure your actions align with your values. And this also means not only in a very chaotic environment, but even if it's a friend wanting to hang out, or is it a get together that's a family get together, whatever it is that's presented in front of you, before you react, yeah, sure, let's go, let's do this. Hold up. Take a pause to make sure that you actually really, really want to go that deeply to whatever it is, because sometimes we're just need time for ourselves, or sometimes you actually rather just be reading a book and going to a bookstore instead versus, going to the family barbecue or whatever. So all this said and done, I would love to talk even more about our inner power, because our inner power is that obviously it's the strength that comes from within, and Enid next to me agrees, of course, because when does she not? So, inner power is our ability to remain centered and confident and authentic. Holy macaroonies. Regardless of external circumstances. So, all in all, literally, again, it is about deeply trusting yourself and standing firm in your truth without seeking validation or control over others. And that's something I love repeating to myself and in my content, because we're here posting our lives, whether we are content creators or not. We post our lives, we share our lives, whether that is in a social media way or literally sending a picture to a friend or a family member. And you need to stand firm in your truth and what you believe in, and also understand your feelings and your mood in that moment without really caring about what they say and what they think. And I've taken this in very different layers as well, especially late last year coming into this one, because I'm I need to do this. I need to show up for myself. So the fact that I'm in choir and I'm going to do a concert, the fact that I'm dancing, in the street in general where I'm being seen, by hundreds because, well, I live in a very busy city, so it's definitely hundreds of people walking by in the few hours that I'm dancing in the street, taking dance lessons and whatnot. The way that I am exposing myself, whether that's online or when I do events and I'm talking about all these different things, it is me in those layers standing true to myself while at the same time making sure that I stand true and firm in my truth without seeking validation. To make sure that, like, oh, this is who I am and this is what I'm bringing to the table. She could be different 5 minutes from now. She was different 5 minutes ago. Like the beautiful Alice in Wonderland said. Like, I completely and totally align with that as well. But overall, making sure that the inner power and the strength that comes from them stays there is super important. And how we cultivate that, well, I feel like that's all the time we have for today. So I guess next week we'll talk about how to cultivate inner power, because this turned into a series, this turned into something or other while I share my weekly vlog with you, because I'm just spinning my wheels. I'm just taking this for a ride and see where I go with this. So all in all, wow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for literally not only liking and subscribing, which is, it goes a long way. Just hitting that little button that is completely free goes such a long way. But seriously, the voice messages I hear, the Instagram DMs, like literally the comments, like just it fills my heart with so much joy, because not only, hey, you like my content, great. No, I do not need your validation. That was the whole point of this video. But more so, it's like you're getting the spark and the joy that comes from it. And that's the point. Like, I'm just here to share daily reminders, weekly reminders, life reminders in my weird, chaotic self. And you're here. So thank you for that. And last but not least, hug tight and love stronger, always believe. Thank you so much for listening. See you soon.